Morning Polehampton. Hi, my name's Rebecca Howard and some of you might know me from the art classes that we do in school. And if you don't, this is my daughter Eliane. Do you want to say hello, Eliane?
Hello.
And we will be doing a couple of classes for you over the next few weeks. So we will be needing some plain white paper. So this you can get from the printer at home. You will need some shiny paper or some wrapping paper or old magazines. Have a look at, thick junk mail that might come through the door is always really good. So I've got a nice big pile of that here to choose from. So before you get started, make sure you've got your paper, pair of scissors, pencil, and your magazines. Okay, for this next piece, I'm going to show you a close-up of what you need to do. So you've got your A4 piece of paper. What I'd like you to do is fold this piece of paper in half. Okay. This edge is going to form the body of your butterfly. So make sure it's in the middle, okay? Then you're going to get your pencil and you're going to draw a butterfly shape. So what I'm doing is I'm going to draw a big circle at one end, making sure to keep as much of your paper as possible. So you're just going right to the edges, and then you're going to do a little pointy bit. I'm going to come slightly further in. And you can do yours whichever shape you like. This is totally up to you. Remember, when we open them, it's going to come right out. Okay, you can do yours, Eliane. That's it. You can either copy mine or you can do your own. That's it, and then do a nice big pointy bit. That's brilliant. Perfect. Lovely. Okay, so we've got our shape. Now this can go on the back, so don't worry if you need to rub it out, you can do that. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut this bit out. Do you want me to go? Okay, so now you should have your butterfly cut out. We can open them up. And don't worry if there's little bits that you think, oh, I could have changed that. Like I could have put my body in here, but I think I'm going to add that with the collage. So you should have a piece of paper that's exactly the same on one side as it is on the other. Thank you, Eliane. That's lovely. That's beautiful. I think she's done a much nicer job of it. Now, what you're going to do next is find some really interesting pieces of paper. Now, we've got some old birthday cards. They're quite good. Bits of wrapping paper that have been used already, so they aren't in very good condition, but it doesn't matter when you're making collage. Got some gardening magazines, so these have got some lovely, beautiful, bright pictures in them. So things like this are going to be great on our butterfly.
I would try not to, if you have any of these gardening ones, which we have a lot of, I would try not to get lots of the green in, otherwise it would be quite a lot of green in there as well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, true. So spend the next few minutes having a look through your magazines and seeing what you can find, okay? Right, so hopefully you have got a bunch of cutouts here now from your magazines and from your wrapping paper and all birthday cards. So I'm going to show you the next bit. I'm going to pick one of my pretty pieces of flower. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold that so that that image is on the inside. And you can choose whether you draw it out your pattern, or you go straight with the scissors. I'll show you with a pen. So I am going to draw a pattern starting from my seam. So I've got it folded that way, and then I'm going to just draw a wiggly pattern that starts from the seam. And then I'm going to cut that out very carefully. Okay, so when we open it up, we've got this lovely pattern. Now, what we're going to try and do for the first bit is we're going to put this bit along our seam so that it's exactly the same on both sides of our butterfly. Like that. And then what you can do with other pieces when you fold them, I'm going to pick this one next. So always put a picture on the inside. And you can do some pieces where they're not attached in the middle, and you just fold the piece over and you draw and you cut into it. Okay, and then you will end up with two separate pieces of paper. Okay. Now, when you're placing them on your butterfly, all butterflies are symmetrical, aren't they?
So you need to do them in exactly the same place. So I'm going to be doing these different circular flowers. I'm going to cut out two of them so that I can put them in each corner so that they're like the flowers are on the butterfly.
I think that's a lovely idea. So that's another way of doing it. So I'm going to put these two in my corners. Okay. Now you can just try all different ideas with this. So if you want to move them around, you think, oh, actually that might work better if we chop that in half and we move it to there. Oh, actually that's going to look nice. We'll do it like that way. So you can move all the bits around, but what you need to do next is make lots and lots of shapes. Okay. I'm going to use some Pritt stick, and I'm going to stick these down in the place where I've got them. It's taken me a lot of shuffling them around to look at what I'm happy with, but now I think I'm ready. Oh yeah, that looks lovely, Eliane. It's a good use of an old piece of wrapping paper. I'm going to just do one piece at a time, I think. It's actually quite hard to get them symmetrical, isn't it? You have to really concentrate to see which way round they go sometimes. I like your little dahlias these little flowers that you've cut out.
I don't know what type of flower they are, but
they're really pretty, aren't they? Yeah, they're lovely. They're little dahlias. Really pretty. So outside at the moment there are hundreds and hundreds of butterflies. So that's partly why we're doing butterflies today. So maybe when you've made your butterfly, you can go and explore and see if you can find some butterflies. We went down to Dinton Pastures the other day, What did we see, Eliane?
We saw tons and tons and tons and tons of baby frogs on the floor.
We did, yeah.
We were on our bikes though, so we had to carry our bikes because we were afraid of squashing them all.
How's it going?
Good. I don't know how I'm going to stick this.
Yeah, Eliane's found some pipe cleaners that we thought might make really good antennae.
I did it so that I tied it at one end together and then I wrapped it around each other and then the rest of it I left them as antennae, but I don't know how I'm going to stick them down.
Okay, right. Okay, we'll do a little bit more sticking and then you can see our final butterflies at the end. Okay. So we finished our butterflies. We hope you finished yours too. And remember, if you want to send some into school for everybody to see, we would love to see them. We hope you all have a lovely day and we look forward to seeing you again soon. So it's bye from me and
Bye from me as well.
okay, bye bye then.